Okay, first of all, this is amazing. I started getting teas because people told me it was good to do for my allergies. And I put honey in the tea and stuff. This is really good. It is actually Friday, May the 11th of 2012. And I was just thinking, I'm trying to stay awake right now because I'm waiting for Mom to... I just went under the amount that I needed to pay charter, and I think I needed to pay charter yesterday. So I screwed up there. Right now I still have internet. I don't have cable. I have to pay them $170, and I have $163.98 in my account. So Mom's gonna deposit $10 for me so that I can pay them, and I'm trying to stay awake for when she calls. She said it wouldn't be until like 2:30 or 3 o'clock. So actually, I could probably doze off for a bit here in the chair, and when she calls, it'll wake me up, because I want to pay them right away, since I think I was supposed to pay them yesterday. Shouldn't have been a problem, but I totally spaced and forgot. I started looking up, like, I had other bills to pay, and I started looking up Mother's Day stuff in between all the dozing off that I was doing in the first place. But whatever. I am in love with this. The main reason, so I'm going to attempt to stay awake. I almost forgot to do this. It's really interesting that I started doing this vlog almost every day in May thing to try to get rid of some of my old videos, and I just keep making new ones. But this is important. This is an important turning point in my life, because after 5.5-ish years, I am not officially yet, well, officially, even though the position hasn't started, I am no longer an overnight grocery stalker. I am now, I'm not leaving the retail giant that I work for. I am just making a shift in the company. I am going to be what is called the mod crew. And it's basically, we're just going to be rearranging stuff to confuse you and make you have to look for it, so so that you possibly buy other stuff while you're like, where did they move it to? Sometimes we'll be moving the bread from one end to the, and like, this is a whole store thing. It's it's going to be grocery. It's going to be GM, which is general merchandise. It took me a little while to figure out what that one actually meant. I can tell you, but yeah, like, I went in and talked to the manager I needed to talk to today. I apparently missed her the other day, but I went in and talked to her, and we did the job offer, and I accepted everything. The job itself doesn't actually start until Sunday the 20th, but I have 1 week left as a stalker. 1 week, that's it. I think I can survive. We'll see. And don't worry, I already called Mom this morning. I hated that, I never call Mom, and I actually had news to tell her, and then this bullshit happened with the, I just spent just a little bit too much this morning, and I forgot yesterday to pay them like I should have, so I just effed that up all over the place. But I did call Mom to tell her, so Mom has been informed about this, new exciting change in my life, so I can tell you guys now, because I wanted to make sure to tell her first, because she's Mom. But I can pinpoint for you, because this new mod crew thing came about, and my friend Mark, he's been trying to talk me into it, and I was kind of like, well, I don't know, I've been a stalker for, like I said, 5.5 years, almost 6. Well, it would have been 5.5 years, because it's May, and August something dark side is my higher date. It's like August 23rd or 26th. There's one of those 20s in there. I don't hate the work. I hate that it really sucks now. It's become more about getting it done and getting it done right. and it definitely shows. I can pinpoint for you exactly the exact moment, I am never going to forget this, when I hit my bullshit wall, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. It was when I was working aisle 5 a week ago. Well, technically it's 10-11 now, but that's a whole other deal. In with the spaghetti, because it's pasta aisle. So in with the American Beauty spaghetti was thin spaghetti, which, okay, that's fine. There's the word spaghetti on the package. The word thin is before it, so you think you would notice spaghetti. Wait, these... You would hope somebody would at least notice that, hey, these spaghettis don't have the word thin before them. Perhaps I should check to make sure I'm putting it in the right fucking spot. But no, that did not happen. But, as aforementioned, the word spaghetti is on the package. I can give you that much leeway. The entire case of angel hair that was mixed in with not only the spaghetti, but the thin spaghetti, that is horseshit. It's all over the store. Stocking is just out of control. There's no quality control anymore. It just kind of like, it's a mess. It's just a mess. Like, how can you fuck that up? I don't get it. I do not get it. The word spaghetti, nowhere on the package in the bigger letters, like maybe in the tinier letters that aren't as important. It's, how can you fuck that up? The word spaghetti is nowhere massively indicated on that package, and you're just going to go ahead and put it there anyway? So I kind of was like, I'm done with this, because I'm sick and tired of cleaning up after everybody else's messes. And it's just like this last night. There was shit fucked up. Like, I know I didn't do it. Because I worked that aisle. I worked 13-14 last night. I didn't do that shit. And I came in, I don't know how many things were stuffed, which means, you know, the count on the shelf is like 20, and there was like 24 of them in there, or plugged, which means they ran out of space. You know, it's supposed to go in this slot here. Well, they still had some in the package, so they decided to, oh, there's nothing over here. I'm just going to go ahead and continue over here, even though this little tag says something completely different than this little tag. I'm just going to go ahead and put the extra, 7 or 8 packages that I have, I'm just going to put it in completely the wrong fucking spot. Yes, please do that. Please do that. It never fails, because I look at that shit and I'm like, I'm not gonna fix it. I'm just so sick and tired of cleaning up other people's messes who just can't get shit right. And like, I tell myself, I'm not gonna bother with it. Unless I have to stock it, I'm not gonna bother with it. And guess what? Inevitably happens. I have to stock the item. I have to stock the item that's screwed up, so I end up having to fix what I said I wasn't going to touch in the first place. It's just so everywhere. Everything is everywhere. And it's just, I am done. Like, I know this position itself is going to have its own form of bullshit, but at least it's going to be, you know, hopefully different bullshit. You know, I mean, no job is perfect. There's no perfect job out there. You know, and it's like I said, stocking isn't bad. I like stocking. I told that to the department manager this morning, Bonnie. She's been in a few of my videos, the lady with the long hair. I told her, I'm just like, you know, I don't hate this job. I really don't. I hate that it's made to suck so much. And, you know, a part of me, honestly, it may sound weird to say, but there's a part of me that feels like I'm giving up, you know, because you know, when the going got tough, I cut and run, you know. But, and I guess maybe in a way that's true, but at the same time, it's just like, I've dealt with it for long enough. I can't do it anymore. I only have a week left, and I hope I survive that. Oh my God. I am going to miss the down stacking. I'm not going to be doing the down stacking anymore. So instead of 9 to 6, it's going to be 10 to 7. But I guess that doesn't really make a big difference anyway, though it was nice to leave at 6. You kind of felt like you were leaving early, since that never happens anymore. You know, we just got too much shit to do, so we never get to leave early like we used to. But and it's Sunday through Thursday, so I don't even have to change my days off. So that works out really great, you know. And like I said, I won't be cleaning up behind anyone else. Hopefully, I mean, like I said, you know, I mean, hopefully we get a good tight crew that, you know. And so far, the people, there's only one person, because it's a day person. I might know her. I don't know for sure. But the other few people on, actually my friend Mark, you look up Mark humps his wife's pink clitoris. It's a video. I have it. That Mark, yeah, he's going to be on the crew, and another guy who actually just came to overnights is going to be on the mod crew with us. So, the ones that I know of so far, I don't know for sure if there's anybody else. I mean, those are the only 3 that I know of, other than myself, that are going to be on it. But, I think we're all good, decent, hard workers who are going to get things right, are going to do things the way they need to be done, so... I think this is definitely a change for the better, the way stalking is these days. And, like I said, it's like the end of my kind of like the end of an era for me. That saying gets thrown around a lot, but I mean it really is, because like I said, I've been a stalker since I started 5.5 years ago. I've been pretty much a grocery stalker for 5.5 years. I mean, every once in a while, and actually lately they've been putting me more on the GM side. Like usually I run an aisle of grocery first, and then I move on to something else. It's definitely a change for the better, and I'm definitely happy about it. This is the happiest I've been in terms of my job in a long time. So, because like I said, it's just... You're not allowed time, really, anymore to take pride in your job, to walk away from doing what you've done. I mean, if you care, I guess if you're just like, oh, I'm here for 8 hours, I'm just going to open shit and put it on the shelves. I mean, for people who want to do their job correctly and, do everything right, and I mean, there was one night, for instance, I usually run the water aisle. And this is going to sound like, I'm kissing my own ass, but it's a story, to accentuate what I'm saying here, is they actually let me run backstock water. They actually let me do my job, and the store manager came in the next day, and he said the water looked the best it had looked in 6 months. I mean, I appreciate the compliment, but I told the manager who told me that, I was like, well, I got a chance to run backstock water. It does make a difference, actually getting to do my job to completion and do everything right and take time, have the time available to do everything that needs to be done to make it right. And it's just not there anymore, which sucks. So, but whatever. I mean, after a week goes by, I don't have to concern myself with it anymore. I just have to concern myself with this, this mod crew job. So, and I think it's going to be, it's definitely, like I said, a change for the better. I know I've said that a million times already. So whatever. It's interesting, the light on my DVR came on. So even though my cable isn't working, is it still I'm taping General Hospital. I've set it up. The soap opera world has sucked me back in, but it's like the red light means it's taping, I think. So I guess it's going to go ahead and tape a screen, maybe, or it's actually going to tape it for me, so that way when I make the payment and my service comes back up, it'll be there waiting for me. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, it's my weekend. I'm going to go enjoy that. Actually, tomorrow, here again, something else I'm going to be filming. For VAEDIM? VAEDIM? I don't know how you say that. New stuff. Instead of getting old stuff off of my computer like was the intention, Mark is actually graduating tomorrow from college. So we're going to be going and doing that and having some fun. And, you know, I'll bring the camera along and you guys can join in the festivities as well. Yeah, there's a bird outside. I don't know if you can hear it chirping. But he ran away. Never mind. It doesn't make any difference. So I'm just shifting jobs within the company, but I mean, still, it's a little bit scary to be doing something different that, you know, it's just like, I mean, I've just been a stalker for so long. Like, that's all I've really known. So, I mean, you know, it's one of those things. It's exciting and scary all at the same time. So, you know, if I get a little manic, I suppose it's, but it's definitely, I feel like there's going to be a lot less stress. I know it's going to be an important job, and it's not like I'm not going to take it seriously, but, like I said, I think we're going to be given the time, because that's all we're going to be doing is setting the mods. We're actually going to have the time to, I'm hoping we're actually going to have the time, because we're going to have the whole 8 hours we're there to, you know, pay attention to detail and make sure things get done right. So it'd be nice if the entire store were that way on every shift, but what can you do? What can you do? I know what I'm going to do. Though there's a lot of different things that just popped into my head. I'm like, I'm going to go to Mod Crew. I'm eventually going to go to sleep once Mom gives me a call and I'm able to pay charter. And I'm going to fart rainbows.